Hello, and welcome to our Praxis poster on teaching a pre-designed course. I am Katrina Mitchum, and with us via Zoom is my partner in scholarly crime, Shelley Rodrigo, and we are from the University of Arizona.
Let us give us a little bit of context about what we're doing with online writing at the University of Arizona. We specifically the Arizona Online, so that is our online campus, uses Quality Matters as a design rubric for assessment. And Arizona Online, once those courses have been Quality Matters reviewed, prefer that those are the ones that are used, so they're pre-designed. But we also have a lot of new instructors with online courses, especially in the summer. So we also require all new to online writing program instructors to use pre-designed courses as well. After having done this for a couple years, one of the things that we're realizing is that we have no guidance for nor evaluation of delivery as separate from design.
So we have Quality Matters, and we use that rubric at University of Arizona. And then OLC has their quality course teaching and instructional practice scorecard, and there are 10 categories there. 5 of those focus on course design, 5 more focus on course delivery, but Quality Matters only focuses on course design. So there are a lack of instruments, right, to kind of figure out what counts as course delivery, what makes good course delivery. But we do have a lot of scholarship on what makes a good online teacher after the course has been designed. So there are a lot of different frameworks, including Moore's theory on transactional distance, but even those who try to make that distinction still are, crossing their wires. They're still mixing delivery and design.
So as you can see, the list of sources on the right, they're adding to what Katrina has already talked about in terms of sources that are specifically talking about online teaching or delivery as distinct from design. And we decided to design a tool of our own to try to meet this need. So in fall 2018, we started crafting a self-check. We did not want it to be an evaluative tool. We wanted to be something formative that the faculty could use, especially with, again, a bunch of new instructors. The last thing we want is them to feel the pressure of doing something wrong when they're already feeling the pressure of being in a new environment. So our self-check is 1, 30 years of our combined personal experiences, and 2, adapted from resources that try to address this lack of online course delivery. And our 30 years combined teaching is also a lot of scholarship that we've been reading this stuff, and that's what is in the first iteration and now the second iteration of the self-check.
So in summer 2019, we tried to test this tool, and we did it in the summer because in the summer at UA is when we tend to have more of our, our double whammy, our new to teaching, new to online instructors. So what we did is we sent the midterm, we sent the self-check and a survey to our online writing instructors at UA. And when we got the results from the survey, one of the things that we asked about was how much time they were spending per week. Most of them were spending what we would expect in a 7-week course, around 15 to 20. Of course, we have those that go a little bit overboard and need to dig themselves out of the hole that they're in. And our self-check goes over that. And then 4 of them were spending less than 10 hours, which doesn't quite feel like where they should be for teaching such a short class. The important thing for us is that all 13 of our respondents said that it prompted them to rethink their presence in the course, their types of presence in the course, and their students' presence in the course. So they were largely positive experiences. The only one that wasn't necessarily positive is a change that we've made. We now call that section Student Social Presence. It's had a makeover. Things that they specifically liked were affirmation of places that they were doing well, especially if they were brand new to online, and then identifying specific places where they could improve their engagement in their online classes.
So at this point in the presentation, we're going to very quickly show you some visuals of the instrument itself, but at the end, there is a bit.ly link for you to go and spend some more time at your leisure. So again, here are the 4 goals or categories that we're asking folks to think about in terms of delivery: support presence, student social presence, that's the one that shifted, facilitator presence, and knowledgeable persona. And then each goal has behaviors, teaching behaviors associated with it. And then under each teaching behavior, there's tasks.
So the very first goal is support presence. And then under this goal, we have a few behaviors. We have student-instructor interactions, a listening persona, logistical support, respecting learning, and just-in-time support. And then within each of those behaviors, there's a total of 25, we call them possible tasks. And then all of those behaviors also always have an other task where people can fill in their own. And not only get credit for things that we didn't think of, but help us to improve this list by adding more potential tasks.
And so now you're going to have the moment when the person who's running the recording doesn't have full screen. So I apologize, I can't talk to all of the details. Under student social presence, this was our weakest area in the sense of having the least amount. I think it's 10 at this point, and it was less than that before. Tasks. There's 2 teaching behaviors: reciprocity and cooperation, and then trust, respect, and openness. And again, this is about fostering the student's social presence in doing this. And we'll show you later why kind of the weakness of this having less possible tasks, and what we're thinking about how to handle that. Oh, there's 3.
So our third goal is crafting a facilitator presence. So under this one, the behaviors that we feel do that are active engagement, adapting the course, estimating time, and then communicating expectations to those students. This is our biggest category, and I think that harkens back to kind of the nature of online classes, that we become more facilitator, or I personally was a face-to-face facilitator. So that's one of the things that we'll address when we read math at the end.
And then, interestingly enough, knowledgeable persona is also, at this point, you get that it's the distinction. Facilitator presence is, one aspect of this, and then knowledgeable persona is the another possible aspect that the instructor is trying to craft. And again, this particular goal was important to us because we have a lot of new, usually graduate students who only have a year or maybe 2 under their belt of teaching face-to-face, who are then all of a sudden teaching online. And so we're excited that this area, and I apologize, I don't have the list with all the behaviors in front of me because I'm the one recording, but it's helping them feel confident as instructors in the online environment.
So this is a screenshot of the next 2 slides, are screenshots of our results. So this one is Shelley's, and as you can see, this is the old version of the self-check, and there aren't a whole lot of options for green. So we need to kind of retool the percentages that each task. Our tasks range from, there are 10 tasks in one, 19, 25, and 30. So we need to make it so that while this is a very pretty visual, we need to make it so that it's more representative of the number of potential tasks that we are asking instructors to check off.
And in this particular one was Katrina's results on the same, the older version of this. But what I like about it is it's showing that even though, again, no matter what, based on how the numbers are currently situated and how the math is currently done, they're not going to be even. It is showing that there is balance, that Katrina is doing some of all the steps, and that's part of what we would argue is we're trying to suggest that our participants look for.
So we've had multiple iterations of this thing, and we are hoping to study this iteration maybe this fall, but definitely next summer. If you'd like to play, there's a bit.ly here for you to go and make a copy and complete your own self-check. Once you do that, if you have any suggestions, we would love to see them in the comments, because we are always trying to make this a very inclusive tool that considers everybody's experiences in their wonderful online teaching.